We have 4 buildings on a rent strike currently. My building at 33 King Street was the first one to start the rent strike on June 1st. And in this city right now, we have the biggest rent strike in the history of Toronto with our Thorncliffe Park residents on rent strike and us in New York Southwest in Toronto as well. So I want to say that, thank you, that at 33 King Street and 1440 and 1442 Lawrence Avenue West, we have been fighting above guideline increases, which are a systemic way that landlords, corporate landlords, can increase our rents under the laws of rent control. So we are rent control buildings, but in 5 years, my building has seen rent increases of 22%. And the people who live in my building are people who live downtown core as well. Everyday working people, some people have precarious jobs, some people are on the brink of being homeless, and people are working and raising their families. These rent increases are outrageous. 22 John is a building that was built on public land that the city gave to developers, and they have no rent control. They're a building that falls under the Ontario laws that there's no rent control after 2018, and their rent increases on average are 10%. And these are people who are marginalized, people of color, working class people who are trying to live, and each year they're getting 10% rent increases on rents that are very high, not what I am paying. So through our collective power at the York Southwest Tenant Union, we came together in solidarity with our neighbors, and we tried to fight this system, and felt that in order to really fight it, we had to go on a rent strike. So we started our rent strike on June 1st. We had 206 people in my building join and withhold their rent. It has kept growing. We've made a little bit of history. So our rent strike is to show the government, corporate landlords, that the definition of this affordable housing doesn't mean anything to people like us. Affordable housing should be deeply affordable, and this city is lacking in it. And if we were to change that, Toronto would be on the headway of showing Canada exactly what deeply affordable housing can look like. Like many of my unhoused neighbors, we are struggling with the politics of housing. There's so much corporate landlords that are giving handouts at every level of government, while tenants are given the short end of the stick. We need a ban effective immediately on evictions. We need rent freeze effective immediately. And if we want to make housing truly affordable, we need to face these corporate interests that are currently presenting themselves as the only game in town. Also, I want to leave you on one last note on today, because it's National Housing Day. You have to remember that housing is a human right, and that every single person should have access to affordable housing that suits the needs of their family. Thank you.